Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy and today I have my May TBR for y'all. I went ahead and I picked 8 books for the month of May because that seems to be like an average of what I can do. I listened to. I didn't read a lot last month, but I listened to a ton of books. My wrap up will be coming up next. It's gonna be a doozy. So the first one I chose is Forgetting August by J.L. Burge. And it's a white cover. My lights are kind of blurring it out, but I bought this, y'all, years ago. It sounded really good. It still sounds really good. And I'm just in the mood for, different things. I'm in the mood for YA, and I'm in the, like, YA mystery thriller, and I'm in the mood for like romances, maybe. I feel like I might be in the mood for a romance that's very, unless it's a male-male romance, I don't usually pick up a male-female romance, but I was kind of feeling it, so I thought I'd go with it. But I'm not sure exactly if this is a romance. This is about a young woman that I believe got hurt by someone, and he ended up in a coma. I'll read you a little bit of the synopsis on the back. It says, some days Everly still thinks she sees him in the food court at the mall or in a car speeding past as a light changes. It only lasts a second, but when it happens, she slips back to a time when she was ruled and nearly ruined by August Kincaid. And it doesn't matter that she's moved on, that she's about to marry another man. In those moments, the only thing she can do to regain control is take a deep breath and remind herself that August can't hurt her because he's in a coma. Except he's not anymore. August is awake. With no memories, he sets out to solve the mystery of his lost life. He unearths a photograph of a beautiful redhead named Everly and knows instinctively that she's the key. But when he finds her, the August she describes is more monster than man. Tortured by the thought of having hurt her, August wants only to become the man Everly deserves. As the new August emerges, Everly glimpses the person she first fell in love with, but can she trust that this August is real? When the final secret of their shared past is revealed, one of them will make a choice that changes their future forever. It sounds really good, almost like a mystery kind of romance. So I went ahead and picked it up. It's sort of a thick little paperback here. It's 374 pages. So I have high expectations for myself this month, but we shall see. But yeah, it sounds really good. I'm really excited about it. Another romance I kind of felt like I was feeling is a forbidden romance. And this is a teeny tiny little book I thought I'd add to my little regimen for May. This is Adore by Doris Lessing, and it says it's a major motion picture, so I might have to look into that. But I believe this is about two friends, two women that fall in love with each other's son. Like, what? I'm all about it. It just says on the back, two friends, two sons, two shocking and intense love affairs. Yes, I was just kind of feeling it, so I thought I'd go with it. And then I was feeling something that, like, a recent release, something that just came out. Ever since I bought this book, Follow Me by Kathleen Barber, it's just been on my mind, in the back of my mind, that I really wanted to read it. I think I ran across a review that wasn't so great. I didn't fully read the review, but it didn't seem like it was that positive for this book. So but I'm gonna form my own opinion about it because I'm excited about reading it. So this, I believe, if I remember correctly, is about like social media kind of. Let's see. Everyone wants new followers until they follow you home. So this young girl, Audrey, she just moved to Washington, D.C. She busies herself impressing her new boss, interacting with her online fan base, and staving off a creepy upstairs neighbor with the help of the only 2 people she knows in town, an ex-boyfriend she can't stay away from, and a sorority sister with a high-powered job and a mysterious past. Unbeknownst to her, the move has brought her within striking distance of someone who has obsessively followed her social media presence for years. No longer content to simply follow her current carefully curated life from a distance, he consults the dark web for advice on how to make Audrey his and his alone. So I'm just intrigued about the whole, you know, social media stalker kind of, I mean, I would definitely never want that to happen to anyone. To me, that's just creepy, but I would like to read about it. So like I said, it's been in the back of my mind since I bought this book, so I thought I'd go ahead and throw it in there. Also, what's been on my mind ever since Broken Girls is The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. I loved The Broken Girls so much. I don't know why I didn't pick this up right away after I read The Broken Girls. I have no clue, but it's happening this month. I can't wait no more. I'm gonna do it. And this one has, I believe, 2 timelines, which Broken Girls had timelines as well, which I really enjoyed. It also had like a good paranormal aspect to it that was super creepy. Okay, this one says, something hasn't been right at the roadside Sundown Motel for a very long time, and Carly Kirk is about to find out why. Upstate New York, 1982, Vin Delaney wants to move to New York City, and to help pay for it, she takes a job as a night clerk at the Sundown Motel in Phil, New York. But something isn't right at the motel, something haunting and scary. Upstate New York, 2017. Carly Kirk has never been able to let go of the story of her Aunt Viv, who mysteriously disappeared from the Sundown before she was born. Carly decides to move to Phil and visit the motel, where she quickly learns that nothing has changed since 1982, and she soon finds herself ensnared in the same mysteries that claimed her aunt. Yeah, all about it. I can't wait. I can't wait. That might be my first read of the month. I don't know. So then, you know, I was just kind of scrounging around my TBR shelf. I saw Her Every Fear by Peter Swanson. This is the only, besides 8 Perfect Murders, this is the only other Peter Swanson book that I have on my TBR. And I really want to get to 8 Perfect Murders, but I wanted to read this first. So I figured I'm going to do it this month. This has a super long synopsis, so I'm not going to read it, but it says Kate Pretty was always a bit neurotic, but after an ex-boyfriend kidnapped her and nearly ended her life, her bouts of anxiety began exploding into full-blown panic attacks. And then from there, it kind of goes to explain that she swaps apartments with her cousin just to kind of get away. But when she gets there, his next-door neighbor, I believe, has been murdered, and the cops are suspecting that it's her cousin. So it just sounds fun, interesting. Thought I'd put it on the list because I really want to get to 8 Perfect Murders. But I want to read this first. And then, like I said, I was kind of in the mood for a YA thriller. So I picked up like Never and Always by Anne Aguirre. Not sure how to say that last name. This sounds really good. I actually kind of forgot about this. It was on my top shelf. So I kind of keep my books in alphabetical order, like by the author. But yeah, I kind of forgot that I had this one. I think I picked it up from Book Outlet like a while back. This one says, Liv Vernon thinks nobody knows Morgan Frost like she does, but a terrible accident pushes her down the rabbit hole where Morgan's secrets hide, and she'll be lucky to make it out alive. This kind of hat seems like it might have a little bit paranormal to it, because her and her friends get into an accident, and when Liv, the character we'll be following, I guess, when she wakes up, at first she's confused when they call her Morgan, but she assumes it's a case of mistaken identity. Yet when the bandages come off, it's not her face in the mirror anymore, it's Morgan's. So, and then it goes on to say, Morgan always seemed to have the perfect life, but as Liv tries to fit herself into Morgan's world, she discovers endlessly disturbing secrets of the criminal and murderous variety, and a dark task to finish if she doesn't lose her mind first. So it's like Liv's mind is in the body of Morgan. So is there some sort of paranormal aspect to that? I don't know, but I'm all about it. I'm ready for it. I'm excited about it. And then lastly, my two last books, I decided to go with two Megan Miranda books because last month in April I read two of her books. So I figured I'd continue and keep going because the other book I had on my shelf is The Last House Guest. I don't remember what this is about. It says don't overstay your welcome. I think this has to do with like a summer home. I love the little raindrops all over the book, but someone gets murdered at a summer home. Let's see, let me browse through this synopsis real quick. So yeah, this is about two girls, one who actually lives wherever they are for the summer, and then another young girl comes to visit there for the summer. It says, typically fierce friendships never develop between a local and a summer girl, but that's just what happens with visitor Sadie Lamont and Littleport resident Avery Greer. Each summer for almost a decade, the girls are inseparable until Sadie is found dead. While the police rule the death of a suicide, Avery can't help but feel there are those in the community, including members of Sadie's family, who blame her. Someone knows more than they're saying, and Avery is intent on clearing her name before the facts get twisted against her. So, I don't know. We'll see. I wasn't highly impressed with the other two Megan Miranda books that I read. This is on my TBR, so I figured I'd go ahead and keep going with Megan Miranda and see how I like this one. And then Fragments of the Lost is what is going to be the Literally Dead book club pick for the month of May. So I just ordered this from Amazon and just recently came in. This one actually sounds really good, but the synopsis doesn't give you much. It just says, what if everything you thought you knew about someone was a lie? And the synopsis is very small, so I'll read it. It says, I've filled boxes, labeled them shirts, pants, shorts, socks. They tower along the wall, but the room is still full. He's still everywhere. It's Saturday afternoon, and there are 6 boxes of Caleb on the staircase. And I'm wondering how much longer it will take before the room becomes something else. Before I stop seeing him in every corner, every heartbeat, every tick of the godforsaken clock. Before I can breathe deeply without the suffocating feeling. It's the pictures, I decide. His eyes. They're everywhere. And that's all you get. So I don't know. I'm not sure who Caleb is. Is he an ex? Has he passed away? Was he murdered? What's going on with Caleb? You don't get much from that synopsis, so I don't know, but it sounds really good. I love the cover. So I'm hoping this is a win because my Megan Miranda books have not been going well for me, but I mean, it's okay. We'll keep going. We'll keep trying. All right, y'all, that is it. That is all the books that I am going to try to read for the month of May. We'll see how it goes. I did just start my new duties at work, so I'm really just excited to get back into my old groove of working and exercising and booktubing and reading and all that fun stuff, because April was just all over the place. But anyway, that's it for now, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. My April wrap-up will be coming up next, so stay tuned for that. I'll have all these books and everything else listed down below in my description box, along with my social medias, all that good stuff. Anything you're looking for, book of the month, Amazon wish list, other videos to watch, everything will be down there in the description box. Hope you are all still staying healthy and staying happy, staying home. Hugs all around, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.